Forward!
It's getting dark. Alex, grab a torch. Be careful. We don't know what's waiting for us in there.
The fire is still smoldering.
Whatever happened here happened
Severed
recently.
arm. It's clutching something.
Fur, it looks like.
Wolf fur would be my guess.
Seems reasonable, given the circumstances.
Does it now? Alright, what the fuck is this?
Looks like a wolf's head.
No shit. Care to suggest a reasonable explanation why it's here?
A coincidence.
Fuck off.
Trail of blood, leading into the woods.
This keeps getting better and better. Any thoughts on what the fuck happened here?
Don't dismiss the idea of the supernatural out of hand. There may be more to the world than we know.
I'm with Alex. Something unnatural's involved.
Only one way to find out. Trampled brush, broken branches, footprints, human footprints that is. At least a dozen men pass through here, making no effort to mask their tracks. They won't be hard to follow, even at night.
Let's go right now. Whoever did this can't be too far. We need to follow the trail while it's fresh.
Good. Hesitating is how one turns from predator to prey. We need to press on, although I had hoped we wouldn't have to go into the forest.
Why not? If you're so certain there are no monsters there.
These woods have a history. One I'd rather not relive.
You've been here before.
Not something I want to talk about. And whoever these people are, I think I know where we will find them.
Fuck. Alright. No point in delaying then.
We'll leave the horses here. At night in the woods, they'll only slow us down.
Cobblestone. There's a road here.
There was. I had a feeling this is where the trail would lead.
What the hell was that? Over there! Did you see that?
Stay sharp, boys.
Did anyone else hear that?
Sounded like a bell.
Out here? This is really starting to creep me out.
And don't look to your left.
My God. There must be thousands buried here.
The dirt around here is fresh, but the bones are old. Someone is digging them up, not burying them.
Fuck me.
Whoever it is, how could they have killed so many with no one the wiser?
They couldn't have.
So who did? The Avlazars?
No, we did. After the war ended, the Emperor sent a punitive expedition to eliminate any spies and traitors. They took their orders to heart. We were dispatched with them to cover up the traces and tie up any loose ends. And here are the results.
You never mentioned that before.
Not my proudest moment, but it had to be done. So they said. If there was such a thing as ghosts, this is precisely the type of place they would haunt.
That's just great.
That one was behind us.
No way back now.
Fuck! They're real!
Stay focused, boys!
Wells! I fucking knew it! Not a man in this world that I'm afraid of, but demons? We should go back. Come back with a battalion.
The Emperor's own do not retreat. And they're no werewolves, just ordinary men wearing wolf pelts.
Ordinary? What about this seems fucking ordinary to you?
Figure of speech, but they are men. Nothing more.
I don't know about that.
Look at their eyes. I've never seen pupils that large.
Let's keep going. Should not be much further.
What are we looking for exactly?
A fortress. Or its remains, rather. It was abandoned hundreds of years ago and consumed by the forest. If anyone were to set up camp in these woods, that would be the place. There's our ghost.
Welcome, my lords. Please, follow me.
Fresh blood. Obey him.
No one leaves here. Welcome home.
Colonel Demidov? Is that you?
I was.
Colonel Demidov. He led the punitive expedition, didn't he? Disappeared without a trace shortly after.
I always thought the Emperor had him killed to ensure his silence. Evidently not.
How did you die?
What are you talking about? We're still alive.
I think.
Do not deceive yourself. The living cannot walk in the realm of the dead. You wear the uniforms of the Imperial Guard. You must have died in the war 2 years ago, no?
No, we couldn't have. Unless... those brigands at the village. And the men in the homesteads. They thought we were spirits. Were they right? Is this the afterlife?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Alex, he's obviously insane. We're here to investigate tales of ghosts and wolfmen terrorizing the locals. Wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
You are in pain. You are suffering. Let it go. Accept your place. It will get easier, I promise you. I have something that will help.
If you please, my lord.
Poisonous?
No. Mind-altering. Well, in case anyone had doubts, this is no land of the dead. Just drugged-out madmen broken by the war.
You resist because you are afraid. The lost souls at the lumber camp resisted at first, too, but now they have awoken. And I shall help you awaken as well.
They're attacking! Nick, you're with me. Alex, deal with the Colonel.
Where did the girl go?
That's the last of them, I think.
Alex? You alive?
I think so!
Doesn't look like we'll be able to break it.
The girl that was here disappeared somewhere. There must be another exit.
Either that or she's a ghost.
Let's hope not.
We'll look for it from this side.
Is that... art? Glad to see you.
Likewise. The Colonel?
In the land of the dead. For certain this time.
Where did the women go?
Good question. We need to find them. Maybe they can shed some light on what happened here.
A torn piece of white cloth. Those branches. There's something behind them.
God damn it.
Blood and foam on their lips. Cups in their hands. Poison.
Must have taken it out of fear of us.
And those must be the missing lumberjacks.
That bowl. It's filled with blood.
Are these madmen planning on drinking it?
Someone is still alive.
Why?
The serpent. Serpent.
Golden serpent. This is about the last place I expected to see one.
It means something to you.
The night before I set out for the capital, 2 assassins sneaked into our estate. I killed them both before they could get to my father. One of them had a pin just like that one.
Why would someone want to kill your father?
And what connection could they possibly have to these madmen on the other side of the Empire? I wonder where the children are.
What children?
Men and women living out here for 2 years. And there are no children.
With corpses and human blood everywhere? I'd rather not think of the implications.
Maybe the mushrooms made them infertile.
That's the more palatable conclusion.
Let's get out of this cursed place.
Want to look around inside that church? Might be something interesting there.
Ready to go?
Let's go. So that's what was behind all these rumors. A death cult fueled by mind-altering mushrooms. Peasant imaginations did the rest.
It seems so. And something tells me the witches' guardians got their hands on some of these mushrooms as well.
She's probably been selling them. They weren't just her protectors, they were also her customers.
I knew there was something she was hiding from us. Most likely got in trouble for doing it in town, so she moved out here to avoid being arrested. But she doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. This wise man is the real problem.
Do we go after him?
He went to Blagoyarsk, where he'll run right into Vlad and Eugene. They've surely picked up his trail by now. We need to get back to the capital and report what we've seen here.
And what about the alderman at Haleswood? He lied to us in order to protect a rebel. We can't let that go unpunished.
The village is on our way. We'll stop by. What the hell is this?
No. The witch? What the hell are you two doing?
Why, burning the evil witch, my lord?
Why?
For sorcery. 'Tis proven fact now.
What makes you think that?
After you killed her wicked servants, I says we best keep an eye on her, we should. And surely enough, we saw her sneaking off into the woods this morn.
To parley with the devils that haunt it, no doubt.
Oh, we was afeard at first, wanted to run back home we did. But I says nay. We are men, and we must keep our families from this devilry. So we done and went and got a chain and some tinder, and the holy cross to protect us, and we waited for her, we did. And when she came out, we did not shrink from our duty.
Aye, we done did what must be done.
Regular heroes, you two.
Aye, my lord, honourable to serve.
You murdered an innocent woman!
Nay, my lord, we killed an evil witch.
You saw yourselves how she bedeviled those men with her. We did not want the same lot befallen upon us.
To be fair, she wasn't entirely innocent. She was selling mind-altering mushrooms. And to someone who doesn't know better, it would seem that she had bewitched those men. Especially to an uneducated peasant.
This could have been prevented. We should have ordered the locals not to touch her.
We should have. But what's done is done. This is a tough one. What do you think, Alex?
Whatever she may have done, they had no right to take her life. They rushed to a judgment they had no authority to make in the first place and murdered her. They should pay the price.
I agree.
No, my lord, mercy, I beg you.
I beg you, my lord, spare us. We have young uns.
Hard to argue with your reasoning, Alex. But they just don't strike me as evil men. Ignorant, superstitious, frightened, but not evil.
So does ignorance, superstition, and fear give one the right to commit murder? What if they grow afraid of their neighbors next?
In the name of His Imperial Majesty Alexei III, and on his behalf, I hereby judge you men guilty of murder and sentence you to die. On to the alderman.
My lords, welcome back.
You lied to us. You knew about Jacob Petrovsky and what he was doing in the homesteads.
My lords,
Don't lie to us again.
My lords, I beg mercy, my lords. Mercy. I was afeard.
Of what?
Of him, of them. You saw what they did to that poor boy from our village. They tore him to bits. All because he changed his heart and wanted to go back to his family.
So you knew it wasn't monsters that killed him?
my lord, I beg mercy.
Protecting a rebel, lying to Imperial officers, capital offences both. The law is clear.
I know I done wrong, but I was afeard. Not only for myself, but for our whole village. I am responsible for them, after all.
Afraid, you say? We are Imperial Guardsmen. If there's anyone who can protect you from a bandit, it's us. We spoke at length and in private. You had every opportunity to ask us for help, yet you didn't. No, you're still lying to us. It's not fear that drives you. You support and protect this man, willingly.
Aye, my lord. I do. Do with me as you will.
Why did they really quarter that boy?
He was spying for the Imperial police, he was.
And covering up the murder of an Imperial agent to boot. That doesn't leave us much choice.
Good work, Alex. I almost believed his story and had half a mind to spare him. Your perceptiveness is commendable.
He confessed his crimes and committed them willingly. Nothing left to think about.
Agreed.
In the name of His Imperial Majesty Alexei III, and on his behalf, I hereby judge you guilty of high treason and sentence you to die. You will come with us.
What's his crime, my lords?
Ask your wise man. Be thankful we don't hang the rest of you next to him.
Let him go! Not now, brothers. Our time will come soon enough. Everything is in God's hands.
Alex?
We did our duty.
We did. Welcome to the unit, Alex. And that's about it. Oh, and their leader was Colonel Demidov.
Demidov? He's alive.
Not anymore.
I knew him well. He was a good man.
Unfortunately, that's not a quality you want in a man assigned to lead a punitive expedition.
Regardless, we've taken care of the cult. The rumors should cease now.
I wouldn't be so certain. Evidence, or lack thereof, is rarely a factor for rumors and the people who propagate them.
Which at this point is half the Empire. These things spread like wildfire. But I'm more concerned about this wise man. Jacob Petrovsky, you say? Vlad, what do you and Eugene have?
A common illiterate laborer, a vagabond, deserter and petty criminal, well known to the authorities in Blagoyarsk.
In fact, they arrested him 2 days before we arrived there.
Oh? We have him?
No. He escaped 2 hours before we arrived there.
How?
During a transfer from the local guardhouse to the provincial prison. The local police failed to recognize him as a serious threat, so he was escorted by only 2 soldiers. One of the soldiers attacked the other and rode off together with this Jacob and some Confederates.
Any idea where he went?
It's as if he vanished into thin air. The locals swore on their lives that they'd never seen him before.
We threatened to hang a few of them, but their story did not change. Either they're telling the truth,
or they're willing to die for him. Must be some man, this vagabond. Not many can inspire such loyalty.
I'm dying to meet him myself.
Do we know what he wants, precisely?
I don't think even he knows precisely. Doesn't seem like he planned much of this. From what we've gathered, he's been ranting and raving against the Emperor for years. It's just that no one took him seriously.
Until now.
Until now. It seems that these rumors about demons or whatnot fell right into his lap. The commoners are convinced that the devils come for us all, and they need someone to blame.
And it just so happened that this clown was out there jabbering about the Emperor being the root of all evil.
The peasantry's already on edge because of the recent increases in taxes and military service terms. The rumors may turn out to be the final stroke. How bad is it? Are we indeed looking at a full-scale uprising?
Not yet. He has a lot of support, but he hasn't fully realized how to take advantage of it. Once he does, however...
We need to get to him before things get out of control.
So what are we doing here? We should be out there looking for him.
The Empire is vast. There are thousands of villages and 100 times as many homesteads where he could find shelter.
And he knows we're after him, so he will likely lay low for now.
Without a clear trail, we have no hope of finding him. Our best bet is to remain here and be ready to act the moment he re-emerges. If he really is the threat he seems to be, we won't have to wait long. I'll alert every provincial governor and the Imperial Police. That's all for today.
How did the new kid do?
He's not bad with a sword.
Good.
What about mentally?
He's smart and has a keen eye for detail, and reads people exceptionally well. He's got tremendous potential.
Excellent.
Most importantly, does he have the will to do what must be done?
He does.
Good.
Vlad, you stay. The rest of you boys can get some rest today. It's well deserved. Report back here at sunrise. Oh, and Alex, your friend Diana is in town. I'm sure she'd like to see you.
Thanks for telling me.
Enjoy yourself tonight, my boy. You've earned it.
If you want to have fun, come with us to a tavern. We'll start with cards, then we'll see.
Right, we'll see. In case you'd rather not wake up in a puddle of your own vomit tomorrow, I'm going to church. You're welcome to join me if you'd like.
You say that as if I wake up in a puddle of vomit every morning.
I don't doubt that there are occasional exceptions.
At any rate, it's a sign of good health.
Yes, you're all too healthy. I'll grant you that.
We'll see you tomorrow, gentlemen.